Everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today we shall be discussing Power Book 2, The Chronicles of Tariq and Brayden, as we look at Season 4, Episode 1. And by the way, this show is canceled because of Michael Ealy. That's my own personal opinion, and I'm sticking by that. But anyway, before we get to our review, please like on the video, comment on the video, share the video. But first, again, enjoy the intro, and we will start the show. Oh, wait! I got to do it now. Wait! This is gonna be funny. Wait! You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Yes, we are seeing the beginning of the end for Power Book 2, as this is the final season. We're going to do part 1. Let's see how it goes. We have Tariq and Brayden out there looking at John Wick. I didn't know what's going on for a little bit. But anyway, we have positives. We're going to start with the positives. Then we start with the not so positives. And what do we think for the rest of the season? We're going to do all that. Kim, do you have a positive for this episode?
Sure.
Please, if I put you on the spot. What's going on?
Well, I mean, it's a little fantastical, but I like fantastical sometimes, right? So, I actually enjoyed Tariq and Brayden because it took me back to the original Power for like a second, right? It took me to where these two guys, Tommy and Ghost, are not real brothers, but they have the closeness of brothers. And I think Brayden and Tariq definitely have that, have the same thing. I also enjoyed the fact that they did exactly what Tommy and Ghost used to do, right? They go to the storage unit, they got all the guns, and then they changed their outfits, to the killer outfits, right? So I thought that was really just fun, right? It was just fun to see that. And even the way, like, the part for me that was really fantastical was when they were side by side shooting.
Yes.
Because I was like, okay, look, like Tariq has never done this. Brayden has never done this.
You said positive, Kim.
No. I'm positive. No, I'm saying I enjoyed that scene because it took me back again
to the original.
And I thought that it was well choreographed for them, right? All right. And so I thought that was a positive for me. I thought I really did enjoy that. I actually enjoyed the whole episode because I understand it's going to be a lot of people who are like, this is ridiculous and that's ridiculous and Tariq is not this and Tariq is not that. At the end of the day, this is for entertainment. It's not going to always make sense. That's the way I'm looking at it. But I did enjoy the writing of it. I enjoyed the scenery. I enjoyed the actors. And so for me, that was just enough, so that's my positives.
Okay. All right. Because we say fantastic. Sometimes it's like it was good, but what?
Right. I mean, yeah, that's like I'm saying. We do have those scenes, right? But we're gonna have those scenes because they're trying to like push a circle into a square, right? It's not gonna. We don't believe this, right? It's not true, right? But it's entertaining enough for me to be like, I'll continue to watch it.
All right. Right. Yes. I'll give you that. All right. So we can agree on that. So Giovanni, do you have a positive for this episode, sir? As you fade into the background.
Yeah. I like the fact that it's portioned. I like the fact that we found out what was on the thumb drive.
Okay. All right. That was a mystery. That was a mystery to be solved.
I like the fact that I like the fact that we got to see these ghosts as they were. So it gives me hope that we will actually see Ghost in the final episode. just like we saw Kanan in the final episode of the OG Power. So it
Okay.
gives me a little hope.
Little hope.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with the potential, you're happy with the potential of what could happen.
Yeah, I'm saying they're starting off the season with it, so it would only make sense, that they follow through with Ghost, being to the fact the show is called Ghost.
I have a question on that, Jamani. So do you mean Ghost who is still alive or Ghost who is a actual ghost?
I would say Ghost as a ghost,
Okay.
and they might just close off the we call it the show and leave it ambiguous. Was that a ghost or was he really not dead? Or
that would be a really good idea. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
So just for the record, we clarify there've been no ghosts in this show. Like this has all been Tariq's like mental problems, like or ghosts. When Ghost was talking to Angie, that was Ghost. That was Ghost talking to himself. So it would be interesting to the point that maybe Amari Hardwick is brought back to kind of round out the thing.
Like they can't bring Raina back because you can't grow old as a ghost.
So that's the same thing with vampires, but she's more stable now. I mean, age wise. So but I think we'll see her before we see Amari Hardwick on the show. I mean, I have far more faith in her coming back than Amari. To follow up on what Kim said, I liked Tariq and Brayden's relationship is real, and both on and off camera. And you can see it in their acting. And we've seen them become the team that they are. Like Ghost and Tommy were awesome, but we saw them almost at the end of their bromance, right? Because once Ghost was like, I'm out of here, they really spent most of the series like at each other's throats. I mean, really. And we have to imagine how they were when they were, hand in glove and going in on it. But we've seen Brayden and Tariq get there. And now they're there and they're working together. So I would say that was the biggest positive. My positive for me is what I thought this was going to be, which is why John Wick is behind me. Because once the text message went out that there was a bounty on both of their heads, and all of a sudden assassins are popping up on their phones. Oh God, $100,000 to take out Tariq and Brayden. I'm like, okay. We're going John Wick. Like they're gonna spend the next 3 or 4 episodes being hunted, and how they're gonna get away, and maybe they got to go to Chicago to get backup. Like that's what I thought, and I was like, this is something. And then never mind. It all gets wrapped up. But I was like, it was cool. I was like, oh, this is new. There was no classroom scene. Mwah. Nothing irritated me more about this series besides
he's not in class. I mean, we know that he's not going to be in class, sir, because he already said he's not going back because there's no point.
So, but that's still
why does he have money there?
Because every episode, even in this episode, they made a point of going back to the university, which was completely unnecessary, just so light-skinned Keisha could have a job. Because you expect us to believe that he had a warehouse like his not Ghost. Actually, this is where they missed an opportunity. That should have been Ghost's locker. Because Brayden should have asked, "What are we doing here? What is this? This is my dad's stuff. We're like, oh, okay. Now we get to see where it was and that kind of thing. And they're suiting up and the super killer outfit, as you pointed out. Let it be that, right? Because now you're tying it together, right? Like you're respecting book one, But anyway, I thought that would have been a good scene with that, to be like, we're doing this, but okay, positives. Action was good. I agree. Action was awesome. We'll get to other stuff later. I didn't see Junior dying. I was very surprised that Junior got killed. I thought Tariq was gonna fake it so we wouldn't see him murder an unarmed man just for no real reason. I thought
he's unhinged because Ghost always said, "No, I won't kill law enforcement."
He said, "You mean you won't kill? I've never killed law enforcement. You mean anyone?" But also, as soon as Junior said, "I'm looking into this," Blanca's like, "Nah, we got to get up out of here." And he's like, "I'm looking into this." Terry and I both said, "Greg, this is Greg,
Yeah.
And this does not work out for the Gregs."
No.
It didn't work out for Greg, and it didn't work out for Burke. It did not work out for Junior.
Also, too, it's a way to bring Blanca back into the fold, right? Because now she's got to investigate Junior's death.
Actually,
right?
not. That's how they got Michael Ealy into the storyline, which
True.
that's not a positive.
I mean, they can have Michael Ealy, but remember, she works for what? She works for the FBI now, or DEA.
She's DEA.
Yeah. So I know they said something about Junior being DEA now. So she might investigate Junior's death because he told her what he was doing. Right.
I mean, I hear you, but the way they clearly used it because somehow, like Paz and Michael Ealy's character got a relationship, and that is Michael Ealy's in. Like, I think Blanca may come out like maybe episode 5, maybe episode 8, just so we remember her as she heads her happy ass to Force, because she should have said, "I got an active case in Chicago, and I'm about to get into that," and like. Got it. Because
remember, the universes it's not a universe. It's like a parallel universe.
Exactly.
No, she's because when old boy showed up at the end of season 2, when we saw the short dude again, the DA guy again, he was like, "We got something going on in Chicago."
Oh, he did say that when they were all standing there with the DA and June. Yeah, okay, yeah, they did say that.
It's not the Force's version of Chicago, Jamani. I'm not saying that, but there is a Chicago situation that Blanca is looking into, and so there is something. And again, Tommy is in this series, but not Force directly related. No, but there is a Chicago thing to get into. So it would be interesting. But I know anyway, got Michael Ealy. So it was a solid 7. No one with any significance died. Again, this is where I would be like, Junior should have been significant. Like, this should have been something. Or why bring him in at all? Like, what was the point of him?
So Paz can have a reason to be invested.
Exactly. I feel the same way, Jamani, because I was talking to my younger son about it yesterday, and I'm like, okay, so this the only reason why I feel they keep bringing her back is that she's going to be the one that actually kills Tariq. Because why do they keep bringing this woman back? Her sister's dead. Junior is now dead. So why do we need Paz? Like, Paz is continuously being pushed in our face. And I'm like, she got to have a significant role in the takedown of a St. Patrick, right?
See, the problem with that is it's not the St. Patrick's, it's Tommy Egan. Because when she says, what the St. Patrick's did to us, the St. Patrick's are the reason you went to college. The St. Patrick's are the reason why you were able to pay for your son, because Ghost did that.
Right.
So exactly. Like, what? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like,
no, Tommy, she's delusional. Yeah.
She knows Tommy. We know that she knows Tommy killed Angie, and they're acting like we don't know that. Like, we didn't watch book 1.
And then why didn't she tell Junior this?
Why
doesn't Junior know that?
That's what I'm saying. It's like they're rewriting this thing, so all of a sudden she hates the St. Patrick's, and that doesn't make any damn sense because Tasha told her, and she went to try to go kill Tommy, so she believed it at some level. So I'm like, I don't understand what they were doing with that. Brayden says this episode was like a Tubi movie. It was overhyped. I agree. Again, fantastical action. I mean, no realism whatsoever, especially with Brayden. Specifically with Brayden. Tariq has put down like 7-8 people. Like, he is very comfortable with weapons and killing people. Killing Junior took it to another level, but he's comfortable. Brayden cried like a bitch when he accidentally killed his brother. Like, he couldn't even shoot the gangster. Like, for him to be like, he got a machine gun, and both of them are doing some Grand Theft Auto shit and like just mowing down professionals. Stop it! Like, you need to stop all that shit right there. Like, no, that's too much. That's too much right now. Like, I was like, you kiss my ass.
Well, he's like, I caught one of them, so he's like, I shot Kane, so now I'm Rambo.
It don't make it. Even we talked about even him running in at the finale of last season was ridiculous, and he still didn't kill anybody. He accidentally hit Kane, and Kane is still living his best life. Effie is confused and delusional. She's in love with Tariq, and that's consistent. It would have been not consistent for her to be like, kill that fucker. That I would not have believed. That I would not have believed. So for her to still be like, hey baby, like I don't want you dead. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta get up. That makes complete sense to me. And I think in the end,
that makes sense to me too. She does love him. She's
Yeah.
hurt by him, but
Yeah.
she does love him. It's kind. I mean, it's just like Lauren. Lauren's hurt by him, but she still loves him.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I'm like, has Effie ever killed anybody? Because I'm like, we thought she did Lauren, and she didn't. So
no,
Well,
Effie hasn't killed anybody.
Well, it's more about the fact that Kane was trying to kill, was trying to kill Tariq, and he's talking about the fact that she texted and was like, "You need to get up out of here." At the very least, this episode was a 5 too many plot points that didn't make any sense. Oh, Dante, let's go with the top one. I want to go with the whole John Wick situation.
So I guess we're in negatives now.
No, I think we're just going down the comments. We're just going down the comments. I want to see where people take us. Okay. So my big one was the John Wick scene at Stansfield. Let's not do this. Like, one of the text messages goes out to the assassins in New York City. Let's say that. Okay. What happened to the Asian one? It was the man who got shot in the end and ended up in the garage. What happened to the other assassin? How did they even know that they were at Stansfield? Let's back it all the way up. How'd you get to Stansfield in the first place? Because all it says was Tariq and Brayden, $100,000 each. And all of a sudden, everybody shows up at Stansfield at the right time? What? This doesn't make any sense. Like, what? Why was Drew on the text message? Why was Drew? They're already looking for him. They don't need motivation. Like, well, oh my God, we can get $100,000. Kane is like, hey, baby, we can pay for your tuition. Tariq shot your mama. So let's prioritize our reasons for trying to kill this man. But all of a sudden, it's like, no, babe, we can pay for your tuition. Let's go get Tariq.
No, Kane has always wanted to kill Tariq since the very beginning.
That's my point. This doesn't make sense.
He doesn't need an excuse to. He doesn't need anyone to give him a reason or money. He has hated him. In the beginning, it was jealousy, right? Yes, and now it's just he thinks that he tried to kill his mom. So that's motivation.
That's all you need. But this whole, and again, they shouldn't even been on the text messages. Like, how the fuck did the plan in the garage supposed to make sense? Like,
no, and I'm like, what? I'm like, how do they expect Tariq to keep his mouth shut? I'm like, she wakes up. Okay, we'll just take you at your word that you won't tell her our whole plan and
kill her.
Yeah, and we'll just take you at your word. Whereas we could kill you right now and leave all doubt.
Why does Tariq act like he's black eyewitness man? Why would you put yourself in this investigation of a murdered federal agent in your school? Like, you were arrested for murder. Like I mean.
I have a question on that.
He was kicked out of school, or he didn't have. I'm like, why was he there in the first place? So he's like trespassing. So it doesn't make any sense.
And Brayden too.
And right, both of them are trespassing. And then it was like you never put yourself in the middle of the investigation because, but a lot of criminals do that, right? They're on the sideline with everybody else who's looking over and stuff like that. And then they end up being investigated, right? I mean,
so you don't put.
Well, there's a difference between being a looky-loo and then putting yourself as a shooter in the investigation.
Key witness. I'm the shooter / key witness. And
what about cameras? Now I don't know. Okay, look, I haven't been to college in a very long time, but I do know that most parking lots in the university, right? Especially they have university police, right? And then there's cameras. They monitor what's going around, what people are doing on campus, and especially the parking lot, because a lot of rapes and robberies usually happen. So I'm saying to myself, I was like, wait a minute. So now you put yourself in this, in this situation, and you're talking to the police. Don't they? All they have to do is pull the video and be like, "Oh no, you just lied to us."
What? And if to your point of Blanca, if they have any type of sense, they're gonna be like, "What was Junior investigating before he was murdered? He was looking into Noma. He was looking into Tariq. Tariq is part of the case." So, like, none of this is gonna happen. None of this is gonna happen. But this should happen. That they're like, "Wait a minute." You were actually a part of his interconnected RICO investigation or whatever. How are you not a suspect in his murder? None of that's gonna happen.
No, what doesn't make sense to me is, okay, he has the thumb drive. Sax sent it to him, and it tells him about what's her henchman's name, Obi or whatever.
Obi.
Yeah, getting the green cards. How did Sax know all of this information before he died? That makes absolutely
no sense. It had nothing. You would think that Sax would have everything that
and he wouldn't send it to Jenny. He would send it to Junior.
Right. He said, why would you send it to Junior? Like, this doesn't make any sense. To your point, Jamani, he would have everything that Davis did for Tariq, which is a lot. And like that would make sense. And so for
and
Davis,
wouldn't that implicate Tate?
Yes. Yeah. The new senator, or I think senator actually. So like, I'm like, what? No, that's not gonna happen. Pinky had eyes. So again, the reinjustice. Anya, God damn it! I cannot have another entitled child that I have to look at for another 9 episodes. Like, this is unnecessary.
Who was her father that got shot in her face? Because didn't they say that her father was the guy that got shot in like that junkyard?
Yeah.
So Anya was not there. So why is she saying that she saw her father get shot in the head?
That doesn't make any sense. She wasn't even in Italy. Like that, he got Noma.
If Mega is her dad, then she wasn't there when Mary J. Blige shot him. So I'm not understanding what she's talking about.
So Noma killed the baby daddy at the meet in Italy when she lured Tariq to the big thing and tried to kill him.
Wasn't there.
She wasn't. I mean, to your point, like that's why we didn't even know who she was. So what are we talking about? And this bullshit that her Beats headphones are so good that she don't hear a gunfight going on behind her. I'm like, kiss my black ass. Yeah. Like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. I was like, also, did you see the car? Fuck that SUV. When the SUV turned itself to focus on those dudes, I was like, kiss my black ass. You're going to try to act like nobody's in that vehicle. Fuck you, Power Book 2. You don't make sense. Like, someone had to be in that vehicle. Someone had to be controlling it because it did turn. It did turn slightly when it came on the runway. Fuck you, Power Book 2. Like, you're not making any sense. John Wick 2. Yeah, that's right. John Wick. I was like, this is John Wick shit going on right here. It was good to see Ghost Zeke.
At least
now let me get into that. This is another case of we're spending so much money on this person. Like, they probably wrote the episode without Mary J. Blige. She's just in a coma. She wakes up at the last few seconds, and they said, hell no, we're paying her $500,000 per episode. You gotta do something with her. All right, well, we'll have a dream sequence with her and a whole bunch of other characters, just so she can have dialogue, and it makes sense that we're paying her $1 million per episode.
This scene, I felt
because I'm like, when she woke up, I'm gonna have to really go medical because she woke up. She had the ventilator mask on, right? It wasn't like she just had like the breathing tube like in her nostrils. She had the ventilator thing, which means she's intubated. She is all of a sudden talking. If you are intubated, your throat is raspy. They don't even take it out immediately when you wake up. They'll at least wait like a day just to make sure that you're good before they take it out because they don't want to have to put it back in if something else happens.
Yep, that's absolutely the truth. And did anybody notice how much goddamn makeup she had on? Excuse me. I was like, wait a minute. Eyelashes, lipstick, blush, all of that was on. I was like, look, they could have taken the eyelashes off. She still would have, it's an attractive woman, right? It wouldn't have made that much of a difference. But no, they didn't even make her look a little bit ashy. Like, she almost died. So I was like, okay, this is like not realistic at all. Not even a little bit. And like what Jamani said, yes, that tube is down your throat. They're going to keep it down there for a little while. And you are raspy. So your voice is like, in the beginning, you have to drink and drink and drink and drink hot things to make it stop being so raspy. So Yeah, it was a little fantastical, but I said that, right?
Yeah, the whole Christmas Carol situation, like the ghost of Christmas past, present, and like the could have been the future, some bullshit. And she's like, I want to live. I want to live. I can be. We didn't even get the defining moment when the spirits that be says you're worthy to come back. We didn't even get that. Like, it's like, I want to take care of my kids. Yeah, no shit. You've been saying that. I'm not sure. And then there's no redemption. She killed both of her baby daddies, and she's like, "No, I meant to do that shit. Neither one of you are shit." And they're like, "Well, yeah, that's right." I'm like, "What?"
Well, yeah, they just wiped all of that off and said, "All right, well, you really do feel guilty about Zeke, so let's bring him in."
They should have just stuck to Zeke. They should have just.
I think that's the only one that she actually feels guilty about is Zeke. I don't think she feels guilty about Mecca. I don't think she feels guilty about Lorenzo.
None.
I don't. No,
None.
I don't think she does.
None. And then at least I was like, she's making an effort at dramatic acting. So thank you, Mary J. Blige, for making an effort. And I appreciate. I felt her.
I thought they were gonna bring in the professor, and him and like, oh
yes,
the professor is in heaven together or whatever, and it would just really boil her blood.
Yes, that's right. That you're absolutely right. What happened to Hot Pants? What was her name? Shit, I couldn't think.
I can't remember her name.
The one who was fucking. That they should have been there. I was like, I'm sorry. Terry says the cussing has messed up the algorithm, but I just feel it in my heart. This was a good episode, but I feel like it felt like a season finale. Apparently, fuck the Valdez family. Yeah. You're right. Is that they pretty much knocked everybody out. I mean, Junior just should not have been introduced. Like, it meant nothing. So his death means nothing because we don't.
I said that when I was like, why do they keep bringing him back? Like, even when he was on the original show, remember when like it was the last season of a Power, and he was on there, and all he was whining about is, did I get my money? Did you get the money? Did you get the money? I was like, why is this person here? You can say Junior all day long, but I don't need him actually in my face because he's never, to me, no offense to the actor, but to me, him being on the show didn't bring anything to it. I was just like, why is he standing here? Like,
again, he was an annoying, also self-entitled piece of shit kid.
He was.
And he should have been at Stansfield freshman year, and that would have made sense. And then we could have worked with him. But all of a sudden, he's grown ass working for the DEA. I'm like, what are we doing? Entertaining, but man, the logic is unrealistic in moments. I mean, it didn't make no kind of sense. You gotta let the writing is the biggest problem. Yes, there's no character development. Like, Michael Ealy is just brought in. He's given this whole long, sympathetic story about his wife dying, and I thought maybe Ghost or Tommy killed her. That doesn't mean shit. They're like, hey, Michael, my son got killed. You want to help me out? I will hunt those men down. Why don't you look for the people who killed your wife, bro? Like, stay focused. Like, what is
Paz to you?
Exactly. What is Paz to you, sir? This doesn't make sense. I don't think Noma is as dangerous as she claims to, because we would have seen all of season 3. She's a lightweight. She's just an interesting character and villain. Like, she's not really. She got one dude. At least she has a crew, though. Let me back that up. At least she has a crew. I mean, Obi has killed most of them himself, but like, she has a crew. So, like, I do like that, and I'm interested that she's still around. I like that the season started where they left off. Yes, that is good. That is good. I thought at some point, again, they were going to be hunted like up to episode 5, and then they're going to be like, we need reinforcements. Let's go to Chicago.
No, I disagree, because if they're splitting the seasons in 2. I have a bad feeling that they're gonna do what they did with OG Power, and we're just gonna get the same day as the second half of the season,
over and over again.
Yeah, as the second half of the season.
No, see, there's no major death that we're gonna give a fuck about. Like if they try to pull who shot
Tariq, if Tariq dies, that's a major death.
I don't care who shot Tariq. I mean, that's not gonna be a mystery. That's not gonna that for me. I don't need to see 5 episodes to figure out that it was actually Yaz, because she figured out that Tariq is the one that ruined the whole family. And
you really want Yaz to kill him, but it's not gonna
to have a full sentence.
If anybody's gonna kill him, like I said, it's gonna be Paz or it's gonna be what's her name? Ileana, not Ileana. Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie. So that would be that. Lisa Marie would be good. I think Yaz would be awesome. They had made Brayden's family father racist to make him understand not to see him again. It was unnecessary. This like usually they use the classroom scene for unnecessary racism, and they just used the dad for it. But it was unnecessary. Like any rational parent trying to protect his children would be like, you chose criminality, you gotta go. Like, the daughter got kidnapped, brother got pistol whipped, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, you don't need racism for that. And I'm like, it's just unnecessary. Like, and then Brayden to be like, hey, Tariq, y'all like, wait, hold up. Tariq, this spoiled bastard, is sitting in this SUV going, hey, Brayden, you know, it would be cool if we could just be college students, you know, just hanging out, going to school, getting grades.
Isn't that what Ghost wanted him to do in the very first place?
What?
I was very pissed off when I heard him say that. I was like, wait a minute. Ghost was saying that to you the entire time. And then Tasha even said that to him a couple of times. And then he was like, no, he wanted to know the game, right? And so now you're in the game. And even Tommy told him too, just be a college kid or don't be a college kid, but you don't want to be in this life, right? And who did he listen to? Nobody. He listened to what Kane and the Ghost was telling him, and he continued on, and now people are trying to kill him. But his family truly did love him, you know, but he wasn't listening. But
he murdered by his own words. You're standing in my way. Supposedly he murdered his dad so he could be the drug dealer he always wanted to be. And now he's like, damn, man.
But I mean, that does make, if he has regrets about it, it makes sense though. It does make sense to have regrets about, because it's like you don't know that the grass isn't greener on the other side, even though people are telling you. It's what kids do. Like, kids will be like, they got all the money, I want to be a drug dealer too. And you're like, nigga, do you know that they're dodging bullets every day?
And he experienced Kim, to your point, if he would have acknowledged we put ourselves in this shit, I should have listened to my dad. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's true.
I should have listened. He was right. But now we got to get through this shit, right? Like, then I'm okay with that. I'm
hoping that Tasha is going to come on and that he'll be able to have a last conversation with her, because definitely Tasha's dying. So I'm for sure she's dying. So I'm hoping that he has the chance to say to his mom that he was wrong, right? And that would be a good ending between him and his mom.
The problem with this is you're acting like they wrote this season as the last season. You are right. Again, if they were preparing for it and they're like, season 5 is going to be the last, and they wrote it as such, they just canceled this show. So like that's probably something they were going to plan to do next season. So there's probably a lot of storylines that they were like, again, when the show ends and we're preparing for it, this is what we're going to do. But this is going to end with a cliffhanger. Probably a couple of them that will never get resolved, because it wasn't intended to be the last season. So even though Mike Ely got this show canceled, I do like his menacing introduction. He gave a strong introduction, but again, his connection to Paz is non-existent. It doesn't make sense. And for him to be brought in with Tariq, that he's so angry to get Tariq because Paz just asked him, doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't.
Well, you know what?
Okay, so Paz was going to any and everybody in the last season, right, of the OG Power. She never went to this local cop one time. I'm like, how does she all of a sudden have a relationship with law enforcement to investigate stuff?
Exactly. And that's my problem. I'm praying this gets flushed out. So we understand why he's involved in this, but maybe not. Sax died.
He gotta be the daddy or something.
What's up?
I said he gotta be the daddy or something.
No, he's not.
Uncle or something.
No. But that would well, again, he was talking about his wife and that kind of stuff. That would be kind of weird.
Yeah, his wife Denise. And so I was trying to figure out, did we know a Denise in the OG? No. But then I was thinking the only other person it could be is the woman that, remember when Tariq robbed his friend's house? Well, he had
the white girl.
the woman that was about to be raped and they shot her.
Yeah.
That is, I was kind of throwing that her
as a Hail Mary, somehow. I mean, that would be no. I mean, I hear that would be interesting if they tied it up that way. Like that would be kind of interesting. But that was years ago. I mean, in Power time, like that. I mean, so it looks like his wife just died. Like I said, he just got back to the force. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll get into it, I guess. But I would love to see the people talking shit actually write an episode so we can review your. Sir, I wrote a whole series. You can talk shit if you want to. Like you can go to our channel, and I wrote three Power books, far better than this shit. I rewrote the last 5 episodes, which is quite good if you do ask me, and I ask me.
Oh yeah, David does rewrites for sure.
Yeah,
like
I don't know what channel you
beginning, when I started with him, he was like, "We're gonna do a video of a rewrite," and I was like, "Oh what?" And so I just sat there and I was listening. He rewrote like episodes. I was like, okay, this is fun.
So yes, sir. I was like, I accept your challenge. Please, you can email us and I'll send you the link. Angela nephew didn't listen to his aunt at all, just like Greg. Nobody can take down the St. Patrick's. No, hey, what's up, Chris? No matter how much hard they try, not even Michael Ealy's character, who's a cop. Michael Ealy took down this show. So there you go.
That's not right.
I was like, Michael Range. Yeah, I did peep that too. Michael versus Michael. I was like, I like that. But hey, Chris, welcome. What did you think of this episode, sir?
Well, Junior's character was just a complete waste now. So yeah. So I mean, this is how we're starting for the finale, huh? So I don't know. The whole thing with Mary J's character, that was a whole weird thing of her being like a purgatory or something like that. I don't know what that was.
It's a Christmas Carol in the hood.
Is that what that was? Like 3 ghosts type deal? Is that what that was?
I feel like she was being visited by the 3 ghosts. It was 3 of them, right?
Those 3 ghosts. It was,
and it was her past, her first baby daddy. It was her present, her current baby daddy, and her future,
her future,
her son, her future son. It was supposed to be her hope. So there you go.
That's exactly what it was. So do you think when she's awake now, but I mean she'll actually understand the true meaning of family?
No. And we were discussing that there was not that defining moment that I know now what I need to do better, and none of that.
I don't know if you already said this already, but Drew is dead as hell. Drew is so dead.
So we got David. I need the arm sling to Kane or Drew. Maybe
Monet's not getting one either. I don't know if you saw the preview for the next episode. She's up and moving.
She's back to normal. Yeah,
she is fine. She got shot like 3 times.
The recovery time of all these shows between this and The Chi and everything else is it's insane. Okay.
Yo.
I'm even starting to think that maybe Leon probably walked away from that bullet wound in his head, and at the end of the.
You know what? Let's not even talk about that because I was very upset about that.
Okay, that's a different.
Kill him.
That's a different review for a different show, but we will get to that in time. But anyway, Drew got taken out by Mace. Like this, they need to kill this character just for that. Like, what is the point of you, sir? Like Mace, he was crying like a little bitch. Like he was like. What Jamal? What was the gay brother on Empire? I think it was Jamal.
Jamal? That was Jamal. It was Jamal.
He reminded me of Jamal. I mean, in a lot of ways. But I was something about this whole episode. I was like Jamal. I felt that's what I was feeling.
But that's not how they set it up, man. Drew was supposed to be set up to be like this big time character who was supposed to take over for the Tejadas and
that's what supposed to
be, the setup. I actually thought it was good. It was a great setup, and then. The whole thing but then they decided to add the whole thing with the boyfriend who's a basketball player, and then I don't know. I think they realized, to be honest with you, that Kane was a better character, and they just kind of went towards his route instead of the whole thing with Drew.
Yeah.
And that was it. So it got diverted. I thought the plot line that they had with Drew was great though. So Drew, I felt like he could have done both. But whatever. It is what it is.
What's up, Giovanni?
I said they said that Drew was supposed to be like Michael Corleone when they set the character up, but it didn't take.
I think as Kim said it, Courtney said that. and Courtney has besides taking them checks, she stepped away from the creative portion of any
She
of this.
got to come back for the last episode at least.
I don't. Again, last is relative. Because I think that's gonna be more like a season finale. Amari is busy making bad Nickelodeon movies. Yeah. I mean, everybody got to work.
Movie right now.
What's up, Kim?
He's promoting his Star Trek movie.
Oh, I do want to see that. I do want to.
Yeah, he's doing that because if you go to his, he did acknowledge the 10-year anniversary of Power. He did do that, and then also underneath that, he's talking about his Star Wars movie or show, whatever the heck it is. So I mean, he didn't have to acknowledge it, but he did. So he did. And I thought that was a good thing for him to do because the fans expect him to do that, right?
Yeah.
So so we'll see what happens.
Can I ask him about your background?
He's coming, but you guys think so? I just don't.
Can I ask about you and Jamani's background? Is that the official thing?
No. I think someone made that, but I like the way it looks. I was
about to say, why they got Tariq acting like he's straight up like Tony Montana or something like that? What in the world? He ain't John Wick. You know what I mean?
That's what I said. Actually, I said that. So that's what this episode was. Him and Brayden. They showed a Raina hallucination in the first two seasons. Again, I think Courtney had more to do with that. I don't think she's coming back. I'm saying if they were truly trying to wrap this up and they wrote it as such, I think she would come back one more time, maybe to help Tariq transition because he's not. If this was to be the final season, he was not going to live. Like I mean, clearly.
Did y'all talk about this already? But you think Omari might come back for this since Courtney's no longer?
I don't believe it. I think Jamani and David do. I don't think that he's coming.
I don't think he's coming. I think so. No. I mean, I think it's too much bad blood. I mean, just in general. So I think that ship has sailed.
I thought I saw an interview with him saying that he wouldn't mind now that like Courtney's no longer doing it. I thought I was given the impression in one of the interviews that it made it seem like he would be open to.
He would be open to it if they paid him enough money to do it. They have canceled the show based on money. So he's not.
So no.
That is the reason why that is absolutely the only reason they cancel it. Because between Mary J. Blige, Michael Ealy, then you have Tariq, Michael
Rainey Jr.
Michael Rainey Jr. And then Brayden's salary, they just did not have the money once Lionsgate pulled out. When Lionsgate dropped them, they have no money to pay these people. So that's why the show ended. It wasn't ratings because the show has been number one. Every time it comes back, it's number one. It's a good show. So it wasn't that. So
it was paying it was the amount they were giving to the actors.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry, they should just replace Mary J.
$500,000. Like,
well, who did?
Mary J.
Oh, come on, man. Like here's the deal. I think she's a legend and whatnot, but no, man, her character could easily be. I hate to just say it.
But that's what they're doing. And
let's be real. Let's be honest. Was she actually pulling people to watch the show?
No,
She wasn't. She just wasn't. The young people don't even know who she is, except for the lady who popped out during the Super Bowl.
But Method Man is on there too. He's got a pretty large salary. And then Michael Ealy, no matter whether he's a serious killer or not, he is an established actor. Who you're gonna pay him his coins to be in your show. Yeah. Whether he's
but I think the moment they got Michael Ealy, I think they already knew that this was going to be the end, though. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I would blame him. Like
I'm not blaming David is. I'm not.
It was funny though at the end, like when he says what was the word he used? Like I'm going to end it or he said something like don't worry when you tell him Pop, like don't worry, I'm gonna end it. And I'm like, yeah, you about to end the show. It was like no, why don't you just tell him it's like yeah, don't worry, I'll end the show.
It's crazy. Rambo. So Brayden and Tariq moved like Rambo. So this is nothing. So again, all of a sudden they're special ops trained professionals, right? But they could not kill Drew.
Camera.
But let's just say they got there. They couldn't kill Drew. Like Tariq was shooting in his direction. He's like, I was like, motherfucker, he right there. It's not that hard. I was like, what are we doing right now? You can't change their level of proficiency like that. Like in the same episode. Like it looks ridiculous. Like I was Also, though, Terry likes to bring up how stupid Ghost and Tommy look trying to kill Lobos when they let him run off.
Oh, they had to run around and find him and stuff like that. That was to make that scene longer than it needed to be.
I was like, come on, bro, let's not do this. Yeah. Like, you're embarrassing yourselves. Listen, let's talk about how Kane with a shot up arm and lucky to be alive beat the hell out of Brayden's brother. Yeah, someone said he beat the brakes off him. That was a lot of pistol whooping. I was like, all right.
He was just shot.
He didn't like him anyway. He never liked him. So
yeah. Well, what's up, Chris?
I was just saying he was shot once compared to what happened with Drew. Drew, like, how did Drew make it out there? Like,
you know
what I mean?
That's
he got hit on the driver's side, like head on. Like, he was able to just go chase after Brayden's sister. You know what I mean?
He walked away from that, Chris. He basically walked to another car. He almost walked to Stansfield.
Bro, that was the first. You know what that was? That was the Arnold Schwarzenegger when they crashed his motorcycle, and then you hear and people just all the cops are surprised that he survived it. That's what that was. I was like, okay. I was like, is this the Drew we're going to get? And I'm like, nah, that's not.
Nah. But again, he got taken down by mates, so there's only so much you can do. Brayden pushed his Uncle Luke, and shot one of Noma's goons in season 3. Again, those are both accidents. Like, he accidentally killed his brother, and he accidentally shot one of the goons. Like, this
whole like, brother,
huh?
What do you mean, brother?
He actually pushed his brother over the edge.
That was his uncle.
You mean his uncle? That was his uncle.
His uncle. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And I was like, but again, that wasn't on purpose. And he cried about that. You know what I'm saying? So this whole, we just murdered 7 people.
Okay,
let's keep
I
it
had to
moving.
step away for a second. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We will be here. She literally shot at Tariq and Brayden. Who's she? The woman assassin, I'm assuming. Because I don't know what happened to her.
Shot what the hell? Yeah, the Asian woman.
Yeah, well, she just disappeared. She just disappeared.
Is she gonna be in the next episode, maybe?
I don't even know. What y'all think is going to happen when Kane finds out that Drew and Diana set up Monet to get killed without him knowing their plan?
Nothing. I don't.
Can we talk about the deal that he made with Noma for her to call off the bounty? Because I'm like, that don't sound like a deal that she would, if she was really real, she would take that deal. Like, why are, like, I'll just wait till you get off Stanfield campus. You can't stay there forever.
Also true, but again, that's digital data. There's copies on top of copies. Like if it was hard paper, maybe that would have made sense. But to be like, I got a thumb drive that I'm gonna upload to you, which he still never did, and then she trusted that he killed Junior. I thought that was gonna happen on camera. It should have happened on camera. So like, none of this makes any sense. But they need something. They need something so Tariq is not on the run for the whole season, because they can't hold up. They can't hold that up for more than one episode.
I don't know. Did y'all talk about the fact? I don't know if y'all talked about this already, but with Junior being dead, right? And I guess they try to make it seem like the assassin was the one who did it, right? Is that Can't they just look at the assassin's phone and seeing that he literally got a post saying 100K to kill Brayden, and like that would be in the last message. That's what you do in every court case. Anytime there's a murder, especially a DEA, especially a law enforcement officer. Oh, they scrubbing everything. Like,
we did not talk about the fact that his phone, because it was the guy, his phone will have a picture of Tariq and Brayden in it.
Yes.
That's a great point. We discussed the fact that Tariq made himself the center witness / shooter in this investigation. And when they when they look into what Junior was investigating before he got murdered, Tariq is a primary suspect. Like, he's a part of the case. So that's never gonna be brought up. So to your point, Tracy, I think they're gonna move past that storyline. I think they're done with that, and because Kane would probably kill both of them in real life, if you will. I think they're just gonna move past that. I think all the drama that we saw, they got to come up with new drama. Because I think all that is out the window now.
Wait. So what you said earlier was, oh man, we wish we could just go back to school and just be, regular teenage kids or whatever, right? And then at the end of the day, they're like, we can't sell any more drugs. We're out of the game. What are we gonna do with ourselves now?
Yeah, so I feel like they're gonna be back in class by next week somehow. I feel like they're gonna have a new professor, and they're gonna be like, we can't. To Jumani's point, they can't sell drugs. So what else are they gonna do? So they're gonna go back to school to come up with a new scheme or some silly shit. Like, and I'm like, please God, let me be wrong. I can't take another canonical studies class. Damn it. I mean, I don't want to do it.
I'm like, this is a class. They've had multiple semesters. Are they failing the class?
I do. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. What's your grade point? Again, they're both kicked out of school, but somehow they'll be back. Who's going to be fucking Anya? That's what we need to be discussing, because she's very beautiful. So somebody's getting those draws. Like, is it going to be Tariq? Is it going to be Brayden? It could be Effie. I don't know.
Anya's
Noma's daughter.
The daughter.
Introduced. I'm gonna go with Tariq. I think that's the obvious choice. I would kind of hope Effie's is her new love interest. That would be interesting. But somebody's getting those draws.
Wait, isn't Anya supposed to be? How old is Anya supposed to be though?
She's college. She's in college age.
Oh, she's in college. Oh, okay.
She was at NYU. She was at NYU before.
That's right.
To be safe.
Right.
And then we thought that Tariq was going to go undercover in NYU to get his hands on her. We know the cameras would record the murder. It ain't gonna be no cameras though. Tariq basically dry snitching on himself. It's just a lot of what is happening. The conversation Tariq and Brayden had in the car talking about how they want to live normal lives was annoying. Absolutely, and it's just inconsistent. It don't make any sense. It's both of them had all the opportunities in the world to go straight. And both of them were like, we want to be drug dealers. Brayden's actually pretty good at it. Actually, I mean, it's Tariq who keeps on getting caught, to be real. I mean, so he's the one that needs to get out the game. Like, he's not good at this. They didn't even take him to the station for an official statement. No, they don't got time for that. Hey, Junior's murder and investigation happened all off camera. He's found dead in the garage. The next scene is Paz talking to Michael Ealy. Like, all the shit in the middle just didn't happen. And like, she should have been talking to Blanca. Blanca. That makes sense. But like, no, she's gone. I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, so yeah, only thing that didn't make sense was the fact that both people were shot in the head. So the story that Tariq told was bullshit. None of this is, you're right, but none of this is gonna get us.
Yeah.
All right.
And What's up, Jamal?
Oh, I was just gonna say, with Tariq, for whatever reason they felt as though they needed to make Method Man be in the episode or whatever. But he's calling him, asking him for help, and it was like, he's not Better Call Saul. Like,
he's not that lawyer. He's not that. But
he's not even a lawyer anymore.
Even the threesome.
And he's like, I don't care that you're not a lawyer. I just need your help.
Like, I just need help, man. Get your help. I was like, stop crying like a bitch. But also, the threesome scene was unnecessary. Like, what are we trying to achieve? Like,
he's grieving, and that's how some people grieve.
I mean, that, you know what, Jamani, to your point, if he was in fact doing that, if he was like, I'm trying to get over this shit, like, that would be something. It was like, it's a Tuesday afternoon, and I got 4 titties I got to touch. Like, I'm like, this doesn't mean anything. Like, what? I'm surprised he wasn't at a strip club. I really thought that they were going to put a New York City strip club in this show. So
wait. Noma shows up to his apartment, right? I was just waiting to be like, I know about that ring.
That's another thing that never came back. Like, what? I mean, the ring should have. You're asking Jamani. That's what she should have. This should have happened last season. She should have showed up to Davis's condo last season talking about that damn ring. That's what should have happened, or at least mentioned it, as you point out. Tariq had a skull cap on, as a perfect disguise so the cameras won't recognize him. No, hey, to your point, Dark Man, when Kane and Effie were like, let's put on the hoods. No one can see our faces with hoods that stop right here. We're perfectly in disguise. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, what? How is this? How does this make any sense to y'all? I don't know. The SUV was AI. I would have believed that better if they somehow would have used AI to create a fake SUV to scare the would-be assassins, security guards. I would have believed that. I don't understand how we do this stuff. We got Kari. Who is Denise? I don't even know. Like, are we gonna get into this?
Wait. Remind me, Denise?
Michael Ealy's dead wife.
Yeah, yo, I thought I forgot something. I forgot when I saw that. I was like, yo, did I miss that? I was like, is that someone who died doing something last season, or maybe I thought it was like from the original Power or something.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Maybe it is. Maybe you don't think so?
Chris. You're doing too much, Chris. No, it'll be none of that. It'll be none of that. But come on, man. Paz ain't killing nobody. She couldn't even kill Ghost. She's soft. So that is true. But the difference is, I mean, once she knew that it was Tommy that did it, I mean, I think she'll make an effort. But she should be enforced. Everybody should just be enforced. As much as I hate that show, it would have made sense that Paz and Junior go to Force to try to kill Tommy. That makes sense. Where's 2-Bit? That's what we need. We need 2-Bit. All right. Brayden's family, except for Becca, has been racist from the beginning since season 2. Brayden's father was in blackface, and I understand that. I'm just saying it's unnecessary. Like this whole because I'm white and just really because I'm white and because doing rich. Because I'm white, I'm automatically rich, and therefore I have to be racist stuff. And like somehow Brayden is the special one, you know, because he hangs out with the blacks, I guess. Like it's just ignorant.
Brayden ain't nothing but a white little monkey.
Dude, that was hard, but like it was like, what are we doing, bro? Would you debate Brillo the review again over Tariq? I would. I think he gave up on me. I think Brillo gave up. We were supposed to do like the most savage moms, and that never turned out to be anything. Where is the wife, DeMarcus? What happened to the wife? She just never appeared. I don't think she ever even appeared. And because he was fucking his assistant in season 1. He and his investigator, and she just disappeared. What was the lawyer's name? Black woman. She became a defense attorney. Tamika Ice. Is it Tamika? What? I want to say
something. Yeah.
I wish she would come back. She was a great character. She was an absolute great character, and I would love to have seen her work with Davis more. Like I think that would have been. I think that would have been cool. I don't like how Michael Ealy was brought in. I hate when shows bring in new characters with no connection to the established characters. They have to shove him in there.
Are you sure? Yo, okay. I know. I'll say this: it's not the Shy. Okay, so it could be connected, Darkman. I think it is. We literally saw him at the very end. It could be connected, and then and then we might hear previously on Power, and then it can show a scene from the original Power or something. You know what I mean? And then like showing Tommy and Ghost taking someone out. Well, not Ghost, because I guess they really don't even want to use any pictures of Omari or something, but Tommy or something. And then all of a sudden they show him like 10 minutes later, Michael Ealy like, no, or something, at the end of like Fast and Furious when Han dies or whatever in the car crash, and then you see Jason Statham like coming out the car. You know what I mean? Like
but back to take everything hard. We don't hey man, we don't take everything to heart. I'm just saying, we do this a lot. Like we do like get into shows and people like y'all like, hey man, y'all, why don't you guys do better? Can you guys do better? I feel like I can as a writer.
What does he mean by that?
No, we're going back and forth. He was saying like, if you think you're so good, why don't you write a show? That's what I'm saying. If you, and I was like, I have. But I was like, I was about to say, yeah. You uploaded quite a few videos about like how rewrites. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. I was about to say, dude, I don't know, I forgot what your name is, but yeah, check out his library. Just type in rewrites. There's a lot. You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying, Chris. I said that when the guy said that, I said David has done this numerous times.
Trust me.
Started with you guys.
Yeah.
When he said, "Oh, I'm going to do a rewrite," and I didn't know what he meant, so I was like, "Okay." Yeah. And then we're all sitting there, we're listening to the rewrite, and I was like, "Oh, well, this is pretty good, actually." So
I remember we did book 3, season 1, and Bel Air. I had to start from scratch with Bel Air. I was so mad at that show. I was like, "Damn it, fuck that!" That's why we stopped doing it. I couldn't take it anymore. He said that they would have they'll have to cut a bigger check. Oh, for Omari, that's what he's saying. Anyway, we're here for the show. We'll see how this goes. I would just say manage your expectations for what you get in this season. This is not a season. This is not a series finale season. It's not. It was season 4, and they found out that they got canceled. That's what happened. So there's going to be a lot of plot holes, everyone. There's going to be a lot of plot
holes.
holes.
Really? Is that what they said? They said
that's
like
what happened. That's what happened. Like Kim pointed out, it was a money issue. Like they filmed season 4, and maybe they're doing budget negotiations for season 5, and they're like, so like we just gotta let this go. So this is going to end like a season, and we're just gonna be stuck with questions. And maybe some of these characters make it to Force, maybe. But
even 50 Cent, when he did there's a video of him, and he did like the introduction of season 4. You know how they have it on the big screen in the movie theater, whatever. And he said well, he didn't say anything about Amari, but he said Courtney Kemp, he said Mark Catone, and then he said with Gary Lennon, that guy, he said if you notice, none of those people are here. They started this. They were here in the beginning. And as we end, they're not here. And so he said, it was my idea to bring Mary J. Blige and Method Man. It was my idea. So, basically, he was like, maybe had he not brought them in, maybe other people were like, don't bring these people in. And 50 did it anyway. And so I'll send it to you guys, and you can see what you get out of it. But it was just when he said it, I was like, that's a little cold, right? Because we know Courtney Kemp. Because right before he said that, he said Courtney Kemp, he had an idea for a show, and he brought it to this producer guy, and then the guy was like, I got the perfect writer, and it was Courtney Kemp, and everybody clapped, right? And then after that, he was like, this person's not here, that person's not here, this person's not here. And it was my idea to bring 50, and to bring Mary, and it was my idea to bring Method Man. So I'm thinking that maybe other people higher up didn't want this, but 50 was like, I want it. So
to your point, Kim. So even Courtney Kemp in season 1 of this series, she was talking about her vision. She did say like they felt they didn't think Tariq could carry the show because he was too young. And they were like, we need to bring in adults, to kind of flush out. So they're like, let's bring in like known older people, so some people have people to relate to, right?
Right.
Just really is almost background for the kids, because that's what the adults have turned into, like just tools to help Tariq and Brayden, and Effie get from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's rare that they have independent storylines that don't somehow revolve around these children. And to me, I'm sorry, they look it's not as bad as The Shy, which we will get into in about 5 minutes. But I'm like, but it's like when I see Tariq, it's watching him grow up, him and Brayden grow up on camera. It's hard for me to make that break, to be like that they're grown people, and they are. I
mean, because Tariq started, he was 12.
Yeah.
And so when you look at him at 12 and you see him now, I mean, he's got some great genes, right? His mom is beautiful, and so he's still, to me, looks like a kid. Like he doesn't look like what they're trying to make him into, which is a little ghost. I don't see it. I just, when he talks, I'm like, baby, I just want to hug him. Like,
that's what it is. He has no bass in his voice. Like he sounds like he did in season 1 of book 1. He just does. And he tries to go to the gym and lift some weights, and I guess, but right here you sound like a child, and it's hard for me to take you seriously. It just is. And I'm sorry, Kanan sounds like a grown man. He's probably the only one of the crew that sounds like he could hold his own and make sense, like he's believable, even though that's not his real personality. Far more believable. Anyway, speaking of unbelievable, we gotta get to the Shy. So, all right, Jamani, any final words before we move to Chicago?
Yeah, I really don't know where this is going. I'm like, I guess the show has just basically become, as per what Kim just said, like 50 is just doing like his low budget movies where it's just like Expendables or whatever those Lionsgate movie that he does with Bruce Willis and stuff. He just turned this show into that. So a lot of gunplay. So I don't know.
I like the comparison. All right, anything else?
Like, subscribe, comment, share,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
I love the enthusiasm. We'll see you in Chicago. Boop. All right, Chris. What you got before we go to the Shies?
Yeah, I Not the best start of a series finale, but I guess that was new information though. I did not realize that they already filmed the show, the season before they even knew that this was going to be the last season. So that makes me look at the season a little bit different now in a sense. So so I don't know. I got no other comments. I mean, like I said, my mind is blown right now. I did not even realize that. So until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And then in 10 days, we would like to have more. What's the 2,100 subscribers?
It's okay, Chris. It's okay, Chris. It's okay, Chris.
I tried, y'all.
Take a shot, Chris. All right, everybody, just leave the room and get to the shy, okay? But I want fuck Chris doing. Okay, go ahead, Kim. You do better.
He tried. Okay, so thank you so much, chat. We love talking with you. Please come back in about 5 minutes, and we're gonna go to the shy. So we're trying to get 500 views per video. So please share the video with anyone and everyone. We're trying to get to 2,100 subscribers. We're already at 2,000, but we need your help to get to 2,100 subscribers by June 19th, which is my birthday. So it'd be a wonderful birthday present if we could reach that number of subscribers. Hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video is coming out. Again, we thank you, because we'd be nothing without you guys. And I will see you in a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Kim.
You're welcome.
She does it so well. And we're almost there with the subscribers. Anyway, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway once we hit the mark. If we hit it by Juneteenth, we'll do a giveaway for that to commemorate all of that. But anyway, thank you guys very much again. Let's go to Chicago and talk about that foolishness. This was far better than that episode. So, damn. Anyway, y'all, lead the family. I'm gonna head to the next video after I do the exits. So I will see you around. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this. Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
What do I go ahead?
Oh shit.
Casey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.